إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي محمد وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم. أم يا ردي أكان مبتوب بلجلنا يفهم جنوبي بما إن شاء الله تعالى بأمرك سورة دوري لا آيات ما بدو تماكلوا يا فوي والسورة هي سورة فصلت وقول حاميم أولو الذي يقرأ لكم فلا سورة غافر من بداية سورة فصلت إن شاء الله تعالى أمرك دوني فوق عليك كاتبلا إيا فبيفهم وقرناك يبدوني لفوق قرنا نيجنا باجينا كوجيب فروانك كدبجي كدنيا يريد بيتك كسمين كلا يبقى ولا كأصل مثل قرنا نفرنا من فهم بفوق قرنا كمان فرد بنادو اللي بيدسكونا ندسكون نافورا ني أسيرو بنام الغبار بتاعي كلاما كإدو أرجناكم كنيدو أرجناكم أبو كاي.
آمين.
All praise is due to Allah who is worthy of being praised. We testify to His uniqueness, His oneness, and also testify to the messengership of Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. Having said that, we ask Allah to forgive our sins and accept our supplication. In today's sermon, we hope to focus on a surah in the Holy Quran, and this is Surah 41. We hope to select some sentences, verses from this ayah, and bear in mind that Quran is a cure because in your heart and my heart there are disease, and the only cure is the Quran. If you attempt to speak from the Quran, you can only say so much. If you were to combine all of the oceans and rivers, including well and creek, use it as an ink only to explain the Quran, and use all of the trees on earth, you will never be able to. It tells you how deep, how rich the Quran is, because it is the reserved statement of Allah. So we ask Allah to give us a clear understanding.
Surah Al-Jigna Makkah Kwa kalama Makkah Surah Qur'ana Kanawari Kacha Surah Bishigi Ani Kononton Asafallah Surah Bishigi Ani Duru Odi Jigna Makkah Muga Ani Kononton Odi Jigna Madina O Surah Bishigi Ani Duru Odi Jigna Santan Ani Sabakono Ubi Kuma Femi Ganka Chaya Ubi Fen Kumbaba Damadoi Afolo على كلمة في ذاته وأسمائه وصفاته وأفعاله وأحكامه sura mun jigira maka o kuma ala re kunka ani ataw ani amaqutu ani akabaro ani akakitu ala kilima antia be ni fen duride.
Now the very surah we're talking about is among the surahs that was revealed to our beloved Prophet Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him in the holy city of Mecca during the first 18 years of the history of Islam. There are 85 surahs in the Quran that were revealed in Mecca, and 29 more were revealed in Medina. As you may be aware, the surahs that were revealed in Mecca addresses some salient point of concern. Among them is the unity of the lordship of Allah, the unity of Allah's name and His attribute, and the unity of the worship of Allah, to ensure that you ascribe nothing to Allah in those qualities we just mentioned, the way He named Himself and the way it was explained to us by our beloved Prophet ﷺ, and the way He has commanded that He should be worshipped. You must just do as you were told, not to add or subtract. So the surahs of Mecca addresses those major things.
Utma wafamna ko usul din, usul ibadah, usul akhlaq wal muamalat, me dina dilu ani batu dilu, ani hamadun kanga dunyona samu fe dilu, ani dilu ulu bela gele nyafale no Maka surah kono. Ka cidina la sabati ko tielo, ka fo ala ba ka makan jigi cido ma ukala se ko tiye. Ko saka kuni tiye, dana tiye, jahannama tiye, latige tiye, abul de la sabati. O de ko soma Maka surah de foundation ni ma fen famille la, ite fo famille dina ko la, ite fo famille ala ko la, ite fo famille batu ko la. Mais ni yo do famille Madina surah be la ka dawlu ka wala ni ke ak ko ni jirita dili mun be jirila no te jute bolote bolo frate ferete yiridente o bela jele jiri me a juyi fenni no tibulu yiri tibulu o Maka surah bete anga islamia bela jele ko.
To continue to place more emphasis on the significance of the surah in Mecca, it is to paraphrase it to say that the surahs that were revealed in Mecca are the foundation, are the root of the religion, because it addresses the moral concern, it addresses our relationship, it addresses our interactions, and also it defines for us the way Allah should be worshipped. Now, if you do not have the understanding of the basis, you will not understand Islam. So the surahs that were revealed in Medina, they come as a detail supporting the foundation. So it is very important for us to understand this, so that we will be able to exercise our religious right, our religious duty, the way it should be, so that we attain the pleasure and the mercy of Allah.
Utma amina surah mi wala doni ndro. Surah atwali fussilat حاميم السجدة فصلت سورة فلانا من بنا حاميم لا عليه دي ما حاميم بلد يلنا سجدي وكان كل من كل خيالي نسورة عمنا دو آيات بدون لناني لباكم من نفهم بالا أكتشا مغشيتا دانوني على كلمة عليك عليه الصلاة والسلام نطرح موتنا أبوه صلى الله عليه وسلم كما بيأخذ بالي في القرن عليك شيرت مننا إسوار من تمم مكة ni mo famia ibi min kono bi tsega fam ala kra bi ci wati mina ala fa Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asra makka ka balu blonu fen flan jamana na sigira ala fa ala ba ka balu fen da madola makka balu tum blonu fen flan a folo o bi jula min ke ka bo makka ka ta sham yi jamana duri Syrie Liban Jordanie Israël ani Palestine o jamana dura tu mu fo bele ni ko asham mais on va faire Byzance ou bien Roman Empire alors au but du lac en même temps au but du lac Yémen Sham parce que Romain ka empire de Tumé puissance fla de Tumé nie ko na wati Romain ka empire ani Persan ka empire Iran empire au lieu de Tumé fangatigi comme États-Unis mais tout le monde ani Chine bi nie donc sorok bet mekeli makaka taslani ki ube sorok osani aflana mi makaka ko sorok ndino ni dina kabni Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam ay al-Kaaba do sanwosa kalo saba shawwal zulqa'da zulhijja arabu bela gelen tulo faragonka makka yoro nani be no bala ba makka obena obe commerce ke no fait obe festival ke fin arabu kala dawi u ka donkiu anu ka kuma tu obe faragonka ka ke mais surtout dina bara tume kabila keme saba ani bi woro holi tume arabu jamana ulu kelimene be na bato ke o sen fait ulu fin na maka wato maka parce que obe femme nu bato ulu be maka donc maka ka ba soro de nu fin ba.
Now, the surah we make a reference to, it began with disjointed letter. And among those surahs that were began by disjointed letter, with the Hamim, it is only in this Hamim surah that as you read, as a reciter, you can prostrate to Allah when you reach to the position of prostration. Now, the incidents of Mecca, you have to be aware as Muslim so that it will guide you to survive or to live peacefully in this day or this time. As you know, Allah is merciful whenever He gives opportunity or He creates a place or people. He gave you souls of survival means. The people of Mecca at the time, their means of survival were two major factors, one of which is trade. They used to trade in and out of Mecca. They would go to Sham, which constitutes 5 countries under the Roman Empire at the time. And there were 2 superpowers at the time. You had the Romans and you had the Persians. So they were trading with all of these people. And another means or source of income was the cultural religious activities that were conducted in Mecca. They have about 330 families that consist of the Arab Peninsula at the time. So from the 10th month to the 11th and 12th, the Arab, which is a holy month, they will use that as festivity. They will converge in Mecca and carry out competition in poetry and you name it. So those were the means through which the people of Mecca survived. Business, and you may call it nowadays tourism. People come, they bring in money, they bring in a lot of activities and ideas.
Mecca, ni Mecca Quraysh qabila bay me bunda tan fla de bako. O bunda tan fla nu sababe ulna na nafulo soro ni safi. O bunda saba banu Hashim, banu Makhzum, ani banu Umayya. Uye nafulo soro mamina. Fin batu Israël, ulu saba le jarala sans. Otma moam robe do kibina hiji ke Mecca. kabni Ibrahim kile fo kana bla ala kira kile alayhi salatu wassalam ibi jigol de ka jawga ulu le be fen fana soro magina Muhammad tira alayhi salatu wassalam alayka chili konolala fen ala chaman batuli ka ma chaman batu benadab maka kaw farala nonga kuma la sunala ko ni kamale mfle kanate anga sorot blone me dina ko mina aba goli nyamolo donc banu Hashim banu Makhzum ani banu Umayya kafara qabila tawka ukunna ma farasi ka Muhammad ka ni abika femina se nama dabla soro min ya amba ka bi yebum jamana o jamana aka sorot blone me femina ni a jamana nyamo hakli ka bo nu yaay tieli bena doala bu bili ka ko ni maoma ni ko be America on je bi pétrole la ibi guerre mondiale bi ni ko ibu je ko ka mo ga fere o ka ressources so ni kono o be chino ibi guerre bi guerre fa fa men kera fola ni flana a be sur la o de nofe wa nya kele be intérêt kele ni kele o kele harama do ni nyote ni na fulu ko wala a to bi de ibe mo de fa o be sabari ibu fafa o be sabari ibu ga dambe ki o be sabari mais Karl Marx ko ni église catholique dina dana keme ni yo pap a boshala o ka dai ga adrome ke ni do nya kele bebe na fulu de no fe maka kaw be na Muhammad kele mun kele so parce que avec un gros wele kana ala kele ma chamma o be na ke sababu ye na fulu be soro o luka ala chama min badulla o be dabla ni mani famia hay be sika islamia la sika.
Now in Mecca, the Quraysh clan consists of 12 branches. Among the 12, you have 3 major ones, which include the Banu Hashim, from which our beloved Prophet comes from, and then you have the Banu Makhzum and Banu Umayyah. They were the influential group in Mecca. So anyone coming to Mecca on these tourism or business, they are your host, and they will be the first one to benefit. As you see, each of the clans, they have their own God. And the message Muhammad was sent with is a message ascribing the unity and the uniqueness of Allah to be one and the only one to be worshipped. And they have so many gods, so the issue became conflict of interest. So then all the major conflict, the cause is the conflict of interest. And even in our time and this very time, any nation, their source of income, if it's threatened, of course, there will be consequence. If anyone today attempt to deny the United States with the trade of petroleum because they have the need, the factory, and you name it, of course, you cause major political conflict. If not, it will be war. Now, even the first World War and the Second World War, it was interest. So the misunderstanding among people that results to the negative outcome of conflict is always interest matter. If you remove interest from the political, business, social, even religious conflict, then it will be useless. But all is personal interest. So for us as a Muslim, we need to be aware of these things, what happened before. So what is happening in our immediate environment, we will have clear understanding how to deal with it and how to manage ourselves so we can avoid engaging into personal conflict.
Assemblée Chamanke, Mimba to ومن فرسه محمد بن مين أكاد من فرفلا كيمياء موكا لانجا كشو نام سوما كفنانات أو بافما la politique du bâton et de la carotte ni mɔgɔ bɛ ɲɔgɔn na a kɛra mɔgɔ ye i muso i denw i sigiɲɔgɔnw fɛn min ka da ye o d'a ma fɔlɔ min b'a to a b'i ye k'i to yen n'a ma sɔn ma ni fanga bɛ sa a t'a la fanga ye utiliser a kɔrɔsiw bɛ na o fɛɛrɛ de sigi u ye fɛɛrɛ caman siri nin fila kɔnɔla la o bɛ na san 1 san 2 san 3 o bɛ ka fɛɛrɛ di Muhammad ma nɔgɔya la sallallahu alaihi wa sallam min b'a to a bɛ ka wele min kɛ a k'a dabila a dɔ ye mun ye u ka cɛkɔrɔba dɔ bɛ yen ale tun hakili ka bon a bɛ kodɔn mɔgɔba don a tɔgɔ Utba ibn Rabi'a u ka assemblée senfɛ don dɔ a y'a kanto ye ko ne ye min ye Muhammad ka ko la fɛn hakilina dɔ bɛ n na hakilina dɔ bɛ n na aw b'a to n bɛ t'o ɲɛfɔ a ye min b'a to a bɛ ka a fɔ ko Ala ye kelen an kana foyi bato ni Ala kelen tɛ a k'o dabila o ko ya Abal Walid i bɛ se ka taga Ala y'a kɛ a wulila a taara se Muhammad ma sallallahu alaihi wa sallam a ko Muhammad kabini i ye Ala kelen baganciya kuma daminɛ i bɛ ka anw wele ka na o ma i ye fɛn min kɛ i b'a dɔn fa ni den i y'olu fara ba ni den i y'olu fara furucɛ ni furumuso i y'olu fara balima i y'u fara dugu yɛrɛ tilala fila ye i kosɔn i ɲɛ b'a la a ye ka min lase an ka dugu ma arabu bɛɛ tun bɛ an bonya mɛ sabu ko makakaw bɛnnen tɛ ko la an bɛ min ɲini fɛ n'o y'a sɔrɔ fɛn minnu kɛlen bɛ k'i bila nin na n'an bɛ se k'o ɲɛdɔn an b'i dɛmɛ pour que i k'a dabila a fɔlɔ-fɔlɔ Muhammad ni muso ko de b'i la i ye muso min furu a ka kɔrɔ ni ye san 15 b'i n'a cɛ a kɔrɔla sisan denmisɛnnin tɛ tuguni ni muso nege de b'i la o de kosɔn i k'a fɔ ko Ala ye kelen ye cogo jumɛn Ala bɛ se ka kɛ kelen o tuma i bolo ɲɛsin muso min ka di ka di muso bɛɛ kan Maka musow la an b'o d'i ma n'o y'a sɔrɔ fa de b'i la i man kɛnɛ i hakili de dafalen tɛ tuguni jinɛ dɔ de b'i nɔfɛ o bɛ k'i tɔɔrɔ maa min bɛ se furakɛli la ka tɛmɛ arabu bɛɛ kan an b'o ɲini a bɛ n'i furakɛ k'i bɔ i ka bana bolo n'o y'a sɔrɔ i ka nafolo banna i tumuso ye nafolotigi tun don a ye nafolo sɔrɔ mais sisan a bɛ komi aw ka commerce tɛ marché ni nafolo de nege b'i la an ka nafolo la ɲuman kɔlɔsi bɛɛ bɛ fara ɲɔgɔn kan nafolo min n'a ka ca ni bɛɛ tɛ an b'o d'i ma i bɛ caya ni an bɛɛ nafolo la anw ye république de ye roi t'an fɛ yan masakɛ t'an fɛ yan mais n'a y'a sɔrɔ fanga de ka di i ye siga foyi t'a la o tuma la an bɛ masakɛ fugula dilan an b'a to i kunna i bɛ kɛ an ka masakɛ i mana fɛn fɛn fɔ an bɛ sɔn a ma fɛn fɛn ka di i ye o ka d'an ye fɛn man di i ye o man d'an ye a y'o fɔ Muhammad mais mɔgɔ kololen tun don Muhammad fana tun tɛ mɔgɔ kololen a tɛ komi anw bɛ cogo min na bi ni mɔgɔ mɔgɔ ye nin fɔ Muhammad ba bi dɔw bɛ wuli ka taa bɔn fili i kan mais a m'o kɛ n'i y'a kun ko ko ni muso ko de ka di Muhammad i bɛ muso d'a ma n'i y'o fɔ bi silamɛw tora silamɛ hakilintan dɔ bɛ wuli ka taa bɔn fili i kan n'i ko tun bɛ fanga de ɲini o b'o cogoya kelen na mais a ma fɛn fɔ cɛ a ko ya Abal Walid a farakta a ko ya Abul Walid i tilala wa a ko awɔ n tilala a ko a tasma minni a ko i bɛ ne lamɛn a ko awɔ Muhammad nana ka jaabi fila de d'a ma jaabi kelen o bɔra a yɛrɛ ko yɔrɔ filanan o bɔra Ala yɔrɔ filanan bɔra Ala o de ye misɔrɔ ye jaabi min bɔra a ko nin a ko ya Abal Walid law wada'u ash-shamsa fi yamini wal qamara fi shimali ما تركت هذا الأمر حتى أؤديه أو أهلك دونه أقول يا أبا الوليد كوني ما كاكاو بدنيا بجرا dia be ka tle damit kini bolo kono ka kalo dan numa bolo kono fam bebe ulu ka mara de kono tle ni kalo e mi fo ka dogo kono ni oy tle ne ma ka kalo ne ma ka dia be ne ma ala ni bla ba nan ta da bla fiu fo nga sa da no be nga sa don't be tembi on o yene ka jaji o Muhammad ka jaji ako men na me halibi ala mi fa me no fi ay suratu fussilat kala aya folo katabla aya tan sabana abana suratu fussilat aya tan sabana kala not mamina abul walid utbah ibn rabi'a aya bunata ka da Muhammad dara aka atute asigina amena so masas.
Now, bear in mind, there are two methods of prevention. One, through persuasion. Two, by the use of force, iron fist. Now, even if you're dealing with a child or dealing with your wife or husband or your subject or subordinate, the first thing you want to do is to use persuasive method. Whatever that can appease them, you try to use that. It could be called bribe, it could be called reward, depend on the setting. And the Meccan, they were very much aware of that. That we allow everyone to bring their God and worship them because they want financial interest and benefit. Now Muhammad, your message of one God is causing problems for us. We were held at high esteem among the Arab, but now you're causing problems. So they have so many council meetings. They try to persuade Muhammad to stop him. The persuasion didn't work. So in one of their meetings, a very persuasive, intelligent, elderly man called Utbah ibn Rabi'a, he said to them that I have a suggestion. If you should allow me, I want to make a proposition to Muhammad. Maybe he might choose for him own, then he may accept it. Then they say, okay, you may go and do so. So he went to Muhammad. He was well-mannered, well-respectful. And then he said, Muhammad, we all one. But let me call your attention. Do you know how much trouble you've caused your own people? Since you came with this preaching, they want God message. It has caused so much problem for us. Now he's making reference to the interest. He said, in fact, you have disconnected son and father relationship, brother and brother, family. You separated them with this message. He said, well, hear what I have to say. Now, this one guy you've come to preach, if your goal is to have a beautiful woman, I know your wife is older than you, she's old. Let us know. Point to any young, beautiful woman in the city. We will find that for you. With no cost on your part, Muhammad. So that you can live at peace. But maybe if you have mental challenges, mental disturbance, and you're in sin, or you have no way to drive these evils from behind you, we will help you, we'll find you killed. So you'll be okay. No cost to you, Muhammad. And I know a business may not be the same. If you are going through financial difficulty and you want to be rich, let us know. We all gather money and give you. You become the most wealthy among us, but leave her at peace. Well, we are here, consists of clown. If you want to be the king, we can crown you, Muhammad. Then you be the king. Wherever you sit, we obey you, no disobedience. We just want to be in peace. See the persuasion of Baba Walid. Now, let's ask ourselves, if that was you, what would be your reaction? Well, now we will learn that Muhammad indeed is the messenger and prophet of Allah. He was not emotional. He was not reactionary, as today Muslims will do. Oh, you want a woman? They will blow your hair off. Don't you know Allah said to me? And even if you say that I'm a Muslim today, an ignorant Muslim will cause problem for everyone. As we see it, people take matter into their own hand without thinking before acting. But sometimes they speak verbally without logic on behalf of all of the Muslims. So Muhammad was calm. His body language, his facial expression, his tone of voice never changed. He said, Abba Walid, are you done? He said, sure, I'm done. He said, well, let me tell you something. He gave two responses. One for himself, with the knowledge and guidance Allah had given him. He said, let me tell you, if you place the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left, to discontinue this preaching the message of guidance, wishing success for humanity, I, Muhammad, will never stop. I will continue until I can fulfill my responsibility from Allah, or in the process, I may die or perish, but I will not stop. This was the response of Muhammad. No violence, no disrespect. And the next, he will make reference to the very surah we talk about.
Parce que usul al-aqida, usul al-sharia, usul al-akhlaq, fenni diriwe, olu kera ka duskunfa, abolo fanema, ni dilité, bolo farate, ni dilité, bolo farate, ni ma dili do, igan ki i toatan tugumna ni mo do, bolo fara bebe tlayla. Uli challenge mungile goso ya kula flana muya ala ya fa wasbir ala ma yaqulun wahdurhum hajran jamila nimo ket mabbe itise ka baraka islamia in islamia utepe islamia uli mo